This is your mission. If you so choose it, do everything and anything you can to get this cup filled so that this chapter can end and your new, exciting, beautiful, romantic dream chapter can begin. Hi Leo, thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Let's see what Taurus season is bringing for you. Before we get going, I need to remember, because I always forget, that we are using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterle. And I'll be pulling 1 to 3, usually 2, we've been pulling 2. The Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron Reed. Be sure to watch the Hierophant card reading. That is the general energy reading for all signs for the season, for Taurus season. And you can watch the tarot scopes for your sun, moon, and rising sign, and Venus sign. There should be calculators attached. Okay, now this isn't my shuffling. Lots of resistant energy coming up. Little too stubborn for Taurus season. Okay, my lovely Leos. You are a fixed fire sign. This one. Yeah. Oh, I feel like you need an extra one. Okay. And we are in fixed earth, and the fixed signs are kind of having a time this season or this year. Lots of transition, big things happening. So let's see what's in store for you. So the first card is always the general energy, lesson, message that the season's bringing to you. The World. That is so funny. I don't know why I wanted to mention the fixed signness this time around, and I'm glad I did, because you can see on the World card all of our fixed signs are represented: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And the only other time this happens in the tarot is in the Wheel of Fortune card. I wanted to say the Wheel of Karma. That's a song. So this is really great for you, Leo, because it means that the right things are coming to a close. The right things are it's like the right time for the chapter to end before the next chapter begins. Like I said, the fixed signs are going through a lot of transition, but it's transition for your highest good. And the other thing about the World card too is things coming full circle. So you might be revisiting emotions that maybe need new resolution, especially during retrograde and eclipse time. Old wounds can resurface, things that you thought you handled emotionally, but are showing you that maybe you didn't handle them as, fully, that there's still things to be resolved. Things coming back around that you didn't think you wanted or you didn't think was possible for you to have are now starting to, you're starting to be like, oh, thinking about it, maybe I do want to do that thing, or maybe I want to rethink about this old goal or dream that I had. That maybe that's part of my new chapter. It's tying up loose ends. This time will definitely reflect to how the next chapter begins. So make sure you're being very purposeful and intentional with your actions. Make sure if things are coming up, you're not ignoring them. And you're also trying to be more, I heard like logical, like trying to be logical about some things. Because it's very easy for you to react emotionally, and it's a time to make sure that your emotions aren't totally driving the bus, okay? So I think this is next step, because how and why didn't really land. So it's kind of like, what's the next step in the process? Because this is like a process. So what's your next step in the process? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. More patience than you think you need. Waiting a little bit longer than you think you're gonna have to. Just because things are ending and new things are beginning doesn't mean that it's gonna go quickly. And this feels like for both the ending of this and the beginning of the next thing, because it's in reverse, there's like a part of this that there needs to be some sort of embracing of the slowing down, the patience, observing the natural progression of things, observing how, yeah, the natural progression of things, releasing control, letting certain things happen the way they're supposed to, letting most things happen the way they're supposed to. It's very much the metaphor of you've planted your seeds, and look, her plants are doing very well. She doesn't have to do much to them, but make sure she's watering them regularly and not overwatering them. They're happy where they're at, you know, and so it's, I like that she's kind of like, oh, well, what do I do now? Like, what do you want to do? You know, what are those things that you want to do? Let's see. I think maybe that's what this next card is. So what are you going to do in the meantime? 3 of Cups. You're going to do what you want to do. You're going to do the things that bring you joy. You're going to do the things that bring you happiness. You're going to do the things that bring you pleasure. You're going to do the things that are fun. You're going to go have some fun. And not, it's like you've had to do for so long that now it's like when you don't have things to do, you're like, what do I do? You know? And I think sometimes you think because you have extra time, you need to do things that feel like tasks to be completed, you know, feels almost like work. And there's so many other things you could be doing. What kind of hobbies do you want to do? What are your friends doing? How do you get together with them? What kind of fun things have you been wanting to do? What kind of like adventures and explorations have you been wanting to do? Like, this is your chance to just enjoy some life right now while you're in this slow transitional time. Stop worrying so much about tasks. Like, you're such a taskmaster. You're such a taskmaster. I need a job, you know? So you're hard workers, Leo. But you need to tap into that lion of leisure, you know? Lions are really good at lazing around too. And if you can't do that, then you got to go find some fun. Okay. Last bit of advice. Just more validation. Ace of Cups. You just need to be filling your cup. Your cup needs to be full in order for the next chapter to start. Haha. Your cup needs to be full in order for the next chapter to start. This is your mission, if you so choose it. Do everything and anything you can to get this cup filled so that this chapter can end and your new, exciting, beautiful, romantic dream chapter can begin. Okay? That is what's on the other side of the rainbow, Leo. It's very cool because we have a clear end and beginning. End of Major Arcana, beginning of water. And this card is like, you could have gotten any one of the aces. The only other ace that this would have been good for is like the Ace of Wands, because that's like what gets you fired up. But this is like, what do you love? What do you love? What makes you feel love? What reminds you why you love being alive? Why you love living? Okay? Go out there. Find it. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups in reverse. Why are you second guessing? Like, it's like the second guessing. This weird cups thing coming up here. Because the page is the beginning of the court cards. So it's like here, so then maybe this is the journey. Like, it's on the other side, what I was saying, of you being able to be curious and creative again, and just be out there and be your badass Leo self and have a badass Leo life. But you gotta fill the cup first. And I think you need some friends to help you fill that cup. I don't know why, but I got "Why Can't We Be Friends" in my head. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Maybe you need to ask yourself that in the friend role, you know, why can we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Time to find some friends. Have some fun. Fill your cup. There's the 2. We've been doing 2. 55, the farther gate. Bold step forward. The farther gate. Number 8, Crown Games. Right use of power. Interesting. Right use of power. Bold step forward. You bold. I'm a bold ass Leo. Go have your bold ass life. Okay, the next experience. Legacy. Evolving. Bold step forward. When the farther gate card shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk toward your future. You are marching in place right now, stirring the dust but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination you have already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. The farther gate comes to tell you that an ending is in hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly, and you will be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not dally. For you, Leo, that is the only thing about this card. Everything else about it is right on. I'm going to finish reading it. You have a little bit of time. I feel like you have a little bit of time, a little bit more time. Like, you have a little bit more time. A gift of the farther gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It is an invitation to a sacred passage, to new discovery and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You have been a farmer far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. Time to put on the explorer hat once again. So I feel like that's like, this is like unknown to you. this just doing things for the pure joy of it. Putting on the explorer hat and loading up on the pleasure train. Okay. Sorry. Okay. 8, crown games. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, right use of power. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you give without conditioning? Can you give without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or make amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? Judiciously? Can't say that word. Judiciously. There we go. True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a high position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. I feel like this is it was a little bit different from what we were talking about, but then at the same time, it tied into it. And I feel like too, this is very much like a Leo mirror sort of thing. Like Leo and Scorpio really, and fire signs there is like a power. There are certain signs, Capricorn, I think is this way too, certain signs that can have a power struggle, or wield their power in certain ways that could possibly be unhealthy. So this is something for you to look at too, because what you're attaching to here, like these things that you need to let go of and work on to move forward, could be lying in this this power piece, which is, it's basically, where did it say? Oh, you may discover that your deep desires to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. So it's really about not just your intentions, but that you really need to start looking at whether you're doing things for others, because you want to do it out of the goodness of your heart to do it for that person, or are you doing it for you because you need to feel good about this person, or you need this first person to feel good about you, or are you doing it because you just need something to do? So it's about also being aware of why you're doing things the way you're doing them in order to shift them so that you can move forward in a more aligned way. Whew, it got deep there at the end. All good stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what resonated with you. I would love to hear what's going on with you. I'm always available for one-on-one readings. My links are attached. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with a friend. Be sure to watch the Hierophant card reading for all signs, and you can go watch your Taroscopes for your other signs. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. Good luck, Leo. Let me know if you need anything, and I will see you for Gemini season. Bye.